Hello everyone. Today we're going to be wait, what? Huh? No, wait. Okay, sorry you guys. This is very unprofessional of me, but I'm going to have to try and fix this because the music isn't playing. Hello. So, like, the people who come in the stream, um I do recognize people, so hello. Thanks for stopping by once more. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see here before we start. As you can see, the sketch, it's kind of already made. Kind of helps me gather my thoughts because streaming while talking and while drawing is not so easy, and especially while trying to respond to the chat is also not so easy. So, yeah. So, yes. Okay, it should be working now. It should be working. Right. Let me remove this. I know you guys can't really see what's happening, but let's do like a test. Yeah, there we go. There's some music. If you guys can hear it, let me turn it up just like a tad bit. All right, there we go. Okay, that's totally fine. It's totally cool. Yeah, to be honest, like for the people who are here, you guys can do whatever. Like, not whatever, but like, you know, you guys can just draw or like zone out while I'm speaking and yapping, or brainstorm ideas, or even practice the same thing that I'm practicing. But other than that though, yeah, let's get right into it. Just want to make sure that nothing is wrong with the voice and everything. One moment. Hello. Okay, I'm back. I am back. All right, so lately I've been learning this new technique. Well, it's not necessarily a new technique, but it's a practice. And also, hello, welcome. So yeah, today I'm going to be trying out this practice. It's basically kind of drawing features of either actors or like people, and kind of drawing them not necessarily cartoonish, but kind of capturing their features with how I see them. So that's what I want to practice, because lately I've been trying to do character design. And if you guys can guess at the end of this video or throughout this video what or who am I drawing, that'd be great. That'd be great. Just for fun. There is no prize or anything like that. Just wanted guys to know that. How are you, Etta? I'm doing fine. I hope you guys are doing well as well, and not experiencing art block or like anything bad, because I feel like art can be kind of draining at some point, especially if you're trying to make it a career. So yeah, hopefully today you can just doodle or take it easy with drawing. But if you've been taking it easy for a while, maybe you can try something new, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I have a reference. I don't usually like to work with references due to I feel like I can't really work with my imagination. So I might take away the reference midway and kind of just remember it. School on Saturday is a little bit, well, I don't have school usually on Saturdays. But yeah, I usually stream on Saturdays and Sundays. So like think this can probably be like a little break. You know, you can like a doodle break or like a sketch break. Yeah, Saturday school is awful. But I will say Saturday school in my elementary school was actually kind of nice, even though it was kind of brutal because we had to do our homework there. It was kind of like an after school class type of thing. And like I thought it was just so beautiful because after class, you know, the teachers would let us finish homework. Also, hello. The teacher would let us finish homework and then we'd be playing in the back of the school, and the sunset was so beautiful at that time, and like I could never forget that scenery. The school was pretty big as well, so like we played like almost in the whole school, I'd say. It's after school for you right now. I think, yeah, this is a time to really wind down after a long day and like take out your sketchbook or something. And also, hello, yes, I do recognize people who come back to my streams and videos or comment down like in my videos and whatnot. Thank you for the support. Okay, so this character right now has very long eyelashes, but then again, this is like a practice, you guys. It's like a feature practice. I'm kind of experimenting with new brushes. I see this artist on Shorts, this digital artist. She uses really special brushes that are actually kind of challenging to use, and I'm like, how does she do that, or how do they do that? But yeah, it's just really insane to me. Yeah, thank you. So if you guys want some hints to who I am drawing, I can definitely give you hints. What's the app that I'm using for drawing this? Is what you're asking? And also I'm back to working on the animation once more, but don't worry. Next time I live stream, which is tomorrow by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed, definitely turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss my live streams and my videos. I use Sketchbook. This is a app called Sketchbook, and I don't use Clip Studio Paint because of the price, but I think it should be worth it. But I'm trying to kind of gain some profit and start something and probably sell something in the future in order to get better tools. Shelly Duvall? Let's see. Because like actually I don't even know the actress's name, but I know where they're from. That's all I know. Wait, let's see let's see if you got it right. What we're talking about here. Dang! Okay. Wait, does that give it away? Does that reaction give it away? Yeah, you definitely didn't get it. Definitely 100% didn't. That definitely is not who I'm drawing. Anyway. Oh, looks so fun. Thank you. I think you should try it too. Some art practices. I like to search up like new experiments or like new practices on YouTube in general, because art block is a struggle. That's crazy. But yeah, you see what I mean? So what features does, it's basically, yeah, very characteristic face. Exactly. So, you know, different characters, or not characters, different actors, especially actors. I think they try to make someone with like a very characteristic face to be on the movies. Yeah, girl. Yeah, she has like really thin eyebrows, and she's like, I love her eyelashes. She's like so pretty. How old am I? Well, for your information, I don't usually like to share this, but I am still considered a minor until the end of this year. So yeah. Yeah, it is not a very safe place to tell my age. Like, I think we should tell this to like little teenagers, 13-year-olds and whatnot, because I remember telling my age very freely. I think considerably freely, I'd say. I'm cool. Anywho. Alright. I don't know, her eyelash looks a little bit chunky. So, like, the thing is about, like, saying your age online, especially, like, you're streaming, it's just not the best idea, especially, like, this is encrypted. So, wait, not really encrypted, but, like, what I mean by that is it gets posted and it is saved on the internet forever. I sound like 13 or 14. I want to react like so badly. Like, I really want to react so badly to that, but I feel like it's gonna okay. Listen, I can sound like an 11-year-old boy for all I care, but you know, it's really funny to me. I do sound kind of like a child, don't I? I mean, then again, I'm still a minor. I'll just say that. I'm still considerably a minor. Right. But yeah, talking about like situations about like talking about age and whatnot, I feel like Roblox is just going a little bit insane. They're having like insane cases on there, and I feel really sad. So you're 19? No, I'm not. I didn't specify my age. A minor is under 18. So yeah, Roblox is really crazy. Talking about minors and adults, Roblox makes me really sad because I actually found a lot of really good games on there. And then I heard about the situation, and then I just really didn't want to support that platform anymore. And so I deleted the game. Yeah, the game was crazy, but the thing is I found like inspiration on that game as well. Like, they have these weird core sceneries types of games. It's kind of like a museum, and it was so beautiful. Never played Roblox, but I feel like it's been wild on there for a while. Yeah, it has been. There has been games that shouldn't have been made because it's considered a children's game. It's considered a child game. Like, child would play on those types of games, and they can be exposed to it. My mom said Roblox is bad, like so bad, and I delete it. That's good. That's amazing. That is amazing. Very happy you made that decision. I'm very happy that you got warned as well. I had to tell like my family members as well. Because one of them really likes Roblox and they're young. They're like very young. So I had to warn them about that. Even though like the region might not be like English speaking region, I still feel like it could spread. So yeah. All right. Okay. She's wearing something that... So the picture that I'm getting off of, which is the reference, she's wearing something that has like a lot of patterns on it. I'm not so sure if I'm going to do that, but I am going to try to draw her hair. I don't know if it's just you or if it's just me. I don't know. English is very interesting language. Anyway. This music has been going on for... feels like 30 minutes already. Where your cousins play Roblox. I'd recommend like warning them about that. Or like telling an adult, warning them about that. Like the Roblox situation. I'm not gonna lie, this actor feels like she could have like did like a live action of mouth washing. I forgot the character's name in mouth washing, but I feel like she would really suit the character. Yeah, but you're Kurdish. Kurdish? I don't really understand. Can you not warn them if you're Kurdish? Yeah, this character's like really unique and beautiful. I really think she deserves an apology though, with how that director was treating her in the movie. One of the most famous horror movies that I do not know the name of. I think I remember like a little bit of the name. It was like The Shining. The Shining! The Shining! Yes, I got it. The Shining. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, I'm so proud of my memory. Finally, something that I can remember without taking 30 minutes. Yeah, the creator said Anya was based on Shelley. Oh, so that's why. I was like, wait, that looks so unique. That looks like a person I know, or like an actor I know. So that's where it came from. Okay. Like I'm Arabic, not really Arabic, but yeah. Okay. Well, my main point, no matter what language you are going to explain it to them, in like any language, just tell them that it's not a safe place. And hopefully, you know, they get warned and they understand and they stay away from people in the game if they're not going to delete it. But the best case scenario, stay off of it entirely. But, you know. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's really cool. There's nothing to apologize about. Alright. Yeah, her eyes are big. Her eyes are big. I do think that she would have been suited to be like in a Tim Burton movie, because Tim Burton characters always have huge eyes. That's what I realized. They have these like giant, beautiful, big eyes. Should I tell you a story about Roblox? Sure, go for it. I don't really think I have met like crazy Roblox scenarios, but I'm not gonna lie, I think there has some suspicious activity on there that happened lately. Yeah. Pretty messed up. I was low-key traumatized. I was like, this is a kid's game? This is considered a kid's game? That's crazy. Animatic. animatic? Is it like an animation or like a animatronic thing? Is it like a physical project or like is it digital or something like that? Also, I watched the new episode of Digital Circus. Okay, wow. I remember something and then that took 50% of my brain energy power. It's crazy. Yeah. The new episode was... I feel like everyone hating on Ragatha is kind of unreasonable. Because I would get how Ragatha feels. And I feel like a lot of people just made beef with Ragatha for not big of a reason. Not much of a reason, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of an animation. Yeah, those take so long, but they're very rewarding. It takes like, especially like for a big project, it takes like almost half a year, which is crazy. But it's made of less frames. Will it be posted on YouTube? Here we go. Dang. Alright, now let's get to the skin. Do this over here. Plan to post it at some point. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally cool. The reason why I asked is because I'm just curious because I really like watching animations a lot. I've always see like prized animations, and there's like this animation that I found that was really cool. It was like about a Steam game, I think, that's called Playground, and it has something like a lion head entity kind of thing as the thumbnail. And I watched it like 3 or 4 times. I'm really grinding to finish it today. I think like with animation, the thing is, I don't know, for me personally, it's like when you try to push through it, it feels like the less quality it starts to become, because it's starting to get really drained by doing the thing over and over and over again and overly doing it. But if, you know, especially like for pros, if they're like used to it, I think that's like really great. They can definitely work on a very high end and they can get things done quick and with quality as well. Okay, so there was a girl named Charlie. The game, she loved playing Roblox. One day she was playing Roblox and this lender came to her and said, "Can I be your friend?" She said, "Okay." Then days after, they start. It's not really animated. It's more so still frames pieced together. So still frames pieced together to make up the story. So, oh, it's one of those. Okay. Okay, I understand. Those are actually pretty good too. Yeah, those could work. I was actually thinking about those too, with illustrations. I get what you mean. It's like one of those, Vocaloid, MVs, those Vocaloid song videos where they don't actually animate. They kind of have like these art frame thingies and it show the story frame by frame and while the music is playing, obviously. But yeah, that's also really cool. I actually was thinking about that, to do that as well. But yeah, I think I don't want to start too many projects at once, because I feel like starting too many projects at once is something I'm very guilty of, and then never finishing either one is just crazy. To date, the van said, "Tell me." Oh my gosh. That is some dark scary stuff. Hopefully police were quickly involved and she was saved. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying. Yeah, Roblox is a horror story waiting to happen on little kids. Yeah, there are a bunch of animatics on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't know what they were called. So I didn't know what you were talking about. So I didn't know what they were called. But yeah. It was really cool. Animation. Animatics. Is that how you pronounce it? Animatics? No, she died. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. I am so sorry. Rest in peace. Wow. Things got dark real quick. But yeah, seriously. Roblox is no longer for kids anymore. Kids don't understand anything. They don't understand a single thing. They think it's gonna be fine. But no, it's not. You know, really gotta be extra careful. I really think Roblox needs to be heavily monitored. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Great. Great. Animatic. Yeah. So we're kind of like doing hard shadows in some places and then like softer ones here. There we go. But yeah, I sometimes like to watch crime cases, and there were some about minors just meeting up with grown adults doing what I will not say, but it's just insane to me how they just meet up like that. It's just really crazy to me. Yeah, exactly. 40 years old. A middle-aged man. It's just really insane. Yeah, I really don't like these types of people, and it gets really dark really fast on the internet. Especially with this AI stuff going around. It's just really scary. They can have your face and post it on someplace and then blackmail you when you didn't actually do anything, or like just blackmail you in general. It's just really scary. Yeah, internet safety is so important. Exactly. Like, you can't really even post like selfies without, you know, especially if you cause any drama or anything, like you're at risk with your face being exposed online. So yeah. And also, do not give out your phone number. Do not give your phone number so casually. Do not do that. And definitely do not share your Wi-Fi to just anyone or anything like that. And do not share like your Bluetooth or anything. Just don't connect. Like, it's so scary. It is so scary. I'm so cautious. I'm just so afraid for most of the time, for most of the things. And the dad and mom put an account so they can get their daughter. Put an account so they can get their daughter, like, get their daughter back or something, or like find the person. Exactly. If you are a minor, do not share any personal information. Exactly. Like, don't even share your age. At this point, don't even share your age. Yeah. Like, just say you're like a minor. I used to not be as cautious about that. I think I'm really happy that I didn't do anything stupid. But then again, like minors with minors is also can be scary because blackmailing exists. But yeah, especially as like a content creator as well. I really don't like sharing personal life information on my posts on Instagram anymore. Like, I used to always take a picture for what I'm doing currently on shorts, not shorts, on stories on Instagram. But yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. I'm sorry, I have to go. Okay, bye. Doo-doo. All right. So, because of the frame, because of the reference being black and white, I don't actually know what the color of lipstick that she's wearing. So, I'm gonna go with something with my imagination now. Okay, let's go with our imagination now. This is the fun part. I was a gotcha kid online who constantly overshared, so I learned my lesson about what to not share the hard way. Yeah, yeah. I apologize about that happening. Yeah, as kids, especially like being so much on the internet and stuff, it's really dangerous, especially to overshare. Um, and like people can use it against you, and because the internet is forever, and sometimes when we overshare, like especially like really important stuff, it's just there forever. It's very hard to be forgotten. Depending on, you know, status and stuff. Most of the time, but still, it's very dangerous. I remember over sharing a little bit too much on like Valorant because I was like really searching for friends. Um, and yeah, it was really crazy. It's definitely truly something that was disturbing. I'm just gonna say that. It was really disturbing. Okay, so because her face really gives me Tim Burton vibes, I'm gonna kind of give like a darker lip shade. And the thing is, like, so many kids have their own iPads now. And it's just kind of insane to me. I don't know what to do. I mean, there's nothing that I can do, but be like spreading awareness is the best thing. And the thing is, I'm kind of cautious of constantly posting shorts because it's kind of supporting that algorithm. Even though probably my videos would never land on their For You page because, you know, it's art related, but it's supporting the algorithm. So I'm gonna go over the lines and see how that looks. Yeah, okay, that looks actually kind of good. Okay. I'm gonna start to add effects now. Just kind of experimenting with it. But yeah, sometimes I'd come across some really good animations on YouTube, and those actually are really inspiring. Like, most of them, some of them. There's this one, I think they're a French artist. It's like a French animation video. I can't really remember what it was called or pronounce it, even if I did know what it was called. It's about, like, the animation is basically about the radioactive space in the woods, and this guy had a home in the woods, and it was his childhood home, and I'm probably guessing his family died, or like mom died in that radioactive state of the woods. And then it was beautiful because they had like sound effects of him in this sound tape where he was a child and he was like saying what he was doing, and it just showed like the scenes of his toys, his board games, and his piano, and I thought that was just so beautiful. And he was clearly not okay because he really missed that home, I'm guessing. He really missed his family and like his mom, I'm guessing. That's just, the story was so beautiful, even though it was sort of kind of out of context, but that itself was like so beautiful. I wish I had the motivation to do more animation. I think motivation is really unreliable, doing anything motivation wise, but I would get it. What I recommend is probably listening to music and zoning out zoning out on those moments where you can basically do it over and over again without thinking, if that makes sense. At least that's what I do. I like to zone out and listen to music while I color in the animation. But if it's like something you can't do over and over again, and it's like just frame by frame, and there's like details in each of them, then I'd say like focus on the whole picture. That's totally fine. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. But yeah, I'm also been working on an animation, and talking about animation, the animation is about the manga Yuki's Endless Void. If you guys want to check that out, it is a link down in the description below. Webtoons. It is totally free, 100% free. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to pay money to ship it to you. You can just read it online. And I worked on this since 2021, so the art style might look a little bit off because I started this when I was really young. Okay. Thinking of what else should I add here. Okay, probably not that. That's a little bit off. That's like this color. Okay. But yeah, you guys, I stream usually on Saturdays and Sundays, so if you want to catch a stream, definitely do subscribe and click the notification bell, and also leave a like. It really helps boost this stream to the algorithm so more people can see this process of basically practicing art. Okay, wait. Down over here. Alright, perfect. So I'm focusing more on the bigger features and then focusing on the details later on. So it may look a little bit chonky, but that's what I'm practicing, is to not be a perfectionist all the time and just capture things with how I capture them, how I see them. Right. So blend it out. Thanks. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, I am drawing a very characteristic actress. And focusing on features and kind of practicing how I capture them. I think I grew up watching like Tim Burton movies, and that's why I feel like she would have been really suited for Tim Burton movies. I think this actor sadly passed away due to old age or a sickness. I cannot really remember, but yeah, she had a pretty challenging life. Look creepy. Yeah, a little bit. She was an actress in a horror movie called The Shining. So I think she was picked perfectly for that kind of mood and vibe. The emotion really talked to you. What kind of emotion do you think this is? Because he's kind of like looking up at something in a more neutral, surprised way, I guess. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to get her very long eyelashes because the reference that I have right now has her have really long eyelashes and they're very beautiful. The way you convey the horror. Yeah, I used to really like drawing disturbing things. But I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to find beauty in beauty, or like beauty in very normal things. Afraid frightening. Yeah, sort of. Like, it doesn't really look like she's smiling here, does it? No, it doesn't. It looks like she's staring up at something. Like a ghost or something. Talking about a ghost, yesterday I saw like a horror movie. It was in Korean, but it was about a team kind of filming something live on stream, and it started out to be like a joke, and they actually, you know, planted some so-called spiritual activities but then it actually became real, and so they start to freak out, and then they die because that place is cursed. Like totally creepy with something on the ceiling. Yeah, exactly. Your art is the opposite of mine. Yeah, I think every artist has their own, unique kind of take on people's features and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think that's what makes artists special. And also, I don't think this is my considered art style. It's just a practice that I want to kind of try. So this isn't my official art style. I don't usually draw like this. If you want to see my kind of recent work that I actually draw, it would be like my shorts of my sketchbook. Those are the types of arts that I like to usually draw. Not semi-realism, or like not realism. Okay. Pastel or cozy slice of art. I think those are really relaxing to look at. It's really cozy. Is it like a Studio Ghibli vibe? Because I'm really big on Studio Ghibli. Yeah, I do. I do make webtoons. It's a psychological horror, and I've worked on it since 2021, so my art skill wasn't the best, especially if you just start reading it, but it does gradually get better, and I just recently started working on it. You also kind of make webtoons. That's amazing. If you have it linked in your channel, I'll definitely check it out. I really like horror webtoons. What kind of webtoons do you make? What is it about? Thank you. I'll be subscribing in as well after this. Or like, let me see. Okay. There we go. Alright. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of coloring in her hair because she does have black hair in real life. I know it's like bluish color, but that's just the effect I'm trying to give it. What I'm trying to do here, or like kind of master here, is to not be so detailed or like zoom in and then do like really small details, but kind of focus on the bigger picture to understand that less is more sometimes. So yeah, and then kind of refining it afterwards. But yeah, the webtoons that I made took me a year to make, at least a start of a series. I'd say the process is pretty rewarding, but I won't really say that I'm going to make it my official career, because being a manga artist or a comic artist or webtoon artist is full-time, and especially on demand, is pretty back-breaking. You literally start walking off the chair like a shrimp after you're done. 12 hours a day. Campfire webtoons. It's in the link down in the description below if you'd like to check it out. Following Instagram. Oh, thank you. So you are checking the description. Okay, that's really odd. Was it linked wrong? It's called Yuki's Endless Void by Ettamadison. It's not literally named that, but it says Ettamadison as the artist on webtoons. It's just called Yuki's Endless Void. Can't find the page. That is very odd. Very, very odd. I do not know why this happens. I don't think this happened like once. This happened a few times actually, where people couldn't find the manga itself, so I don't know. Why is that? I really don't. So you might have to search it up. I can tell you what the thumbnail looks like. It looks like a girl with kind of like a pinkish hair, and then the other girl has blue hair on the side with a button eye. Try it to update. Okay. Do I have to update webtoons? Wait, I see it on the website. I don't have it downloaded. Well, I do, but I don't have it downloaded. Okay. Okay. I can link it then again to you guys once more. Okay, I'm going to probably link it in the comment section. Yeah, let me try to do that. Not the webtoon. Okay. Let me try and do that. Alright. Let's see here. Hopefully this works. You guys can just copy and paste this on there. That's totally fine. And then let me see here. Go over here. But yeah, I linked the new link down in the description. Hopefully that works, but I'm going to try to update the webtoons once more. There we go. Alright, it should be changed. It should be updated if the comment section doesn't work. The comment link section doesn't work. Yeah, thank you. Yippee. Yippee. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, it does kind of have that vibe. Kind of, yeah. It does. But with a creepy twist. Yes, it does. Kind of does. Low-key. It's a psychological horror, so it's kind of like self-reflecting and also mental... Talk about mental health and stuff. It's a little bit disturbing. I think there was a restriction on my webtoons because it wasn't for children. It has like sensitive content because it contains, in the first scene, it contains like talking about medication because I feel like nowadays people with mental health issues heavily rely too much on medications, and so I kind of want to address that, and I can probably understand why webtoons would do that, which I don't mind. I do agree it's a bit sensitive, so if people are ready for it, it's okay. That's totally fine. Yes, it does. But it doesn't have like any other really, you know, adult like content. It just basically talks about like disturbing things and may have like some little bit tad gore, but other than that though, no, not really. Yeah. There we go. Look at her eyes. Very big. Very bulbous. I don't know. I'm just trying to describe her eyes because she has really big eyes. Here we go. Dang, they're really sparkly. I made them super sparkly. Like now it feels like she's not afraid anymore. She's just amazed. Okay, let me just darken it a little bit. But yeah, practicing the manga making and kind of characters and whatnot, yesterday, or a few days before, I actually drew the manga page, the webtoon page, on live. You watch some stop motion that have button eye. I think I know what you're talking about. Coraline, right? I see her character have it. Yeah. I wanted to have her have a characteristic look, so that's why I added that. Uh-oh. I think I did something wrong. That's not supposed to be her eyelash. Ah! I'm talking too much. Not focused. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We can fix this. Yeah, Coraline. I also used to watch Coraline as well. Yeah, a lot of things I drew were sort of like inspired by Tim Burton. Tim Burton. They also entertain us with humor. Yeah, thank you. I think I started practicing streaming ever since I was like somewhat young. But like then again, I think that was quite challenging as well. Like I didn't used to do art streams, I just literally talked. I just literally talked. Just talking. Yeah, it's really artsy and creepy. I was traumatized because when I was 4, I watched it and I was like, oh, no, what the heck is this? I don't think it's for children. I'm not gonna lie. There are some scenes in there that is sensitive and it is not good for the innocent mind. Yeah, I think a lot of artists do that, and I'm also really inspired by them. I think it's all about really, you know, how you capture things. It's like, I think no comparing is the best way to kind of appreciate your own art style. Because like Studio Ghibli also makes really fantasizing like things. Like he makes really interesting, cool creatures, but like they don't come off as creepy or anything like that. They just are really beautiful. I think experimenting more with like different practices and whatnot can really help you be more confident in making mistakes and then making something new out of those mistakes. Okay, I actually do not know where the heck that line is. Is it this thing or is it this? Okay, wait, I'm trying to blend. Okay, there it is. Okay. There we go. Snow and Blue, nice name. Yuki and Aoi. Yeah, Yuki is not my favorite character. Aoi is. But yeah. Snow and Blue, nice name. I'm sorry, I don't really understand what that means. But I'm glad the names are good for the characters. In your opinion. Nostrils. She has a small nose, which is totally fine. In the different realm of imagination. Yeah, I think that's the fun part. Is seeing people imagining things differently. I feel like imagination can become reality though, so if you're having like a dark phase or like a dark stage in life, I feel like you know. Yuki means snow, Aoi mean blue. Wait, is like wait, are you Japanese? Cause I got those like off of like a Japanese naming site. I got those off of a Japanese naming site, so I don't know. I remember Aoi means like sunshine girl or something like that. Though I'm not sure. Is it like in a language? Okay, here we go. Eyelashes. Get it right. Can fade here. Yeah, so she has like really thin eyebrows, so I'm not gonna try to put too much detail on these eyebrows. There we go. Oh wow. Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. It's really impressive. Yeah, I think more people are more interested in Korean and Japanese. Well, mostly Korean, because now, like, you know, K-pop, with K-pop going on and, like, K-pop shows going on, everyone's trying to, like, you know, learn Korean. So, yeah, you're naming for a character more towards Japanese, both of them. Yeah, I want them to have more Japanese-like names, so, because I thought it was cool. Sometimes it's cringe when it comes to mixing Japanese with American kind of like stories, but I'll try not to do that. But the horror theme is more towards Western. Yeah, the horror theme is more towards Western. Exactly. But hopefully I don't make it cringy. So I won't have them have like context that like has Japanese kind of translation into English, because I find those really just very uncomfortable. But yeah. But yeah, most of them, most of the comics that I like to read are usually just like Japanese translated into Chinese. Hanbook and Hangul enthusiast. I don't know what a Hanbook is. I used to be a really big fan of K-pop. Sometimes I'd watch shows of K-drama, but I don't know, K-drama is a little bit too much for me sometimes. Not cringe at all. I love the way you convey your art is like out of the box. Thank you. Oh yeah, what I mean by that, when I say cringe, it's because like sometimes, you know, mixing Western with Japanese cultures can be a little bit odd for me personally anyway. Korean letter. Oh, like their culture. Okay. Like their culture and what they do. Okay. Yeah, I like diving into culture as well. I like Japanese cultures. It's really polite, but it's definitely not easy. Feels like there's a lot of pressure under all that kindness. Culture appropriate? What do you mean? Go. Thank you. Yeah. The art-wise, yeah. Definitely the first, I'd say, 40 episodes. The art was pretty rough, but yeah. Thanks. I am mixing Japanese with Western. Oh, thank you. So like it's a pretty good idea. I get that. Thank you. That is totally fine. It's because of the video, so the chat doesn't actually have a problem. In the live stream, the chat may seem slow, but it's not actually slow with how I'm like seeing it. So perhaps like my response is like a little bit slower, but just a little bit of a delay. Okay, now let's give her some clothes. She is cold. Alright, let's give her like a little warm jacket that's kind of this color. Right? I don't feel offended. I do not feel offended at all. Like, I agree. Like, the art before really didn't look as good. And, like, I do agree, like, there's still a lot to improve. Which is totally fine. That's what, like, practice is for. That's totally fine. I think, I don't know. Western culture is a bit tricky nowadays. I really don't. I think a lot of things are corrupted. Okay, here we go. Giving shadings. Dang. I like shading stuff. Shading stuff is nice. I'm not say it, but make it more artsy. Make it more artsy? You mean like the webtoons? Heartstopper. No, I don't know Heartstopper. Yeah, no, I don't know Heartstopper. like there was like a color burn. It's too dark. Artsy style like mine. Sure, I can check it out. I like Ghibli movies. Their style is nice. I also like Junji Ito, and I think there was another artist I forgot. The series also, oh, it also has webtoons. Okay, I can check it out and see what their art style is like. But I'm not really big on romantic webtoons, so that's probably why I'm not really on it so much. I did like kind of search and found A Little Gold, which is like kind of horror related, something that I am sort of interested in. So it was sort of fine. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I'm developing my art style and really appreciating it. I think this is what everyone should kind of let themselves do, is to make mistakes and experiment and understand what they like about their art and simplifying it, or just having fun with it and having the motivation to finish a project that they want to finish. Princess Mononoke is so good. I love Princess Mononoke. That one was amazing. And Chihiro. Yeah, Spirited Away is also really great. Chihiro is from Spirited Away. Howl's Moving Castle is another beautiful, beautiful movie. Arrietty is so healing. Arrietty is like, oh, it was beautiful. It was chef kiss. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, Spirited Away. Yeah, Spirited Away was beautiful. Love that. They had an award. And the thing is, Miyazaki was too cool to go to the award. And Miyazaki was like, nah, I'm not going to the award to get the award. For Howl, I'm not really a fan. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. When I grew up, like, when I was a child, I thought Howl was, like, really attractive. Because I didn't understand, but when I grew up, Howl seems to be quite of a crybaby. Like, quite of a, not really a crybaby, but like someone who really focuses on their looks a lot. And I kind of was like, alright, I don't know what I was thinking. Hello. Yeah. But yeah, Howl's personality was interesting. But other than that, though, yeah, exactly. Spoiled Prince kind of vibe. Yeah. I don't think they would be the type to really, let's just say, not really of a homey, take care-y vibe type of person. Which Howl? Oh, from Ghibli Studio, Howl's Moving Castle. Yep. Yeah, that is really good. That is really good. My favorite sort of kind of like love story that isn't too, cringy or like too much for me is probably Princess Mononoke. Ponyo was nice, but Ponyo was like kind of everything moved so fast for Ponyo. I was so confused. It was literally a fish. But it was beautiful. Okay, it was beautiful. But the story of Ponyo was just, they're just kids, and it's a fish. It's like Little Mermaid with kids, I guess. It's just a little bit weird, just a tad bit weird. pony was really cute though. But they were really innocent. I'll just say that. I'm really happy that nothing, you know, uninnocent was in that movie. There we go. Gonna shape the lips a little bit more. I like From Up, Poppy Hill, also Totoro. I don't think I finished Up of Poppy Hill. I like Whisper of the Heart as well. And then there is, what else? There's another one about a cat. Yeah, they are both by Ghibli. Totoro is like one of the main like signature movies that they have, because it's like a big Totoro every time something shows up. Like the Ghibli movie shows up from the start. Whisper of the Heart was a good movie. I forgot the other one. Kiki's Delivery Service, yeah, that one is also really good. Listen, like every Ghibli movie is just so beautiful and so much quality in it, and just it's really refreshing to see. Really refreshing to see. Their newest movie, The Boy and the Heron, I watched it. It wasn't as refreshing because there was other collaborations, but I still really appreciated it, and I did enjoy that movie. I really enjoyed the creative characters and the beautiful sceneries. I thought it was just beautiful. Cat Returns is not your jam. It's more like Alice vibe. I think Cat Returns was actually pretty nice. So I do actually kind of like Alice vibe type of movie. Yeah, it's totally fine. Boy and Crane. And when Marnie was there. Marnie, wait. Oh yeah, Marnie! Yeah, that's called Boy and the Heron. Heron. You know, yeah, Boy and the Heron. It feels like they're trying to pronounce a drug. But I don't know why. Like, anyway, it's a really tricky name. If you say it wrong, it can become something pretty controversial. I've not yet watched that. I think you should. It's pretty good. It's the last movie that Yamazaki is gonna make. I'm not Yamazaki, Miyazaki. Nice. Yeah, that show, I mean not that show, that movie was really well made. Even though the bird was like creepy, so freaking creepy. You can also say it crane. Yeah, sure, we can just call it crane, so it's like easier to pronounce. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. The bird was really creepy at first, and then it turned into a little man. Yeah. Miyazaki. Yep. Let's see here. I think they're around 95 years old now, which is insane. Just like time is just so fast. Everything is moving so fast. Okay. Yeah. Okay, they are different species. I actually don't know. I think I've seen those types of birds before, but I actually don't know what the reference kind of bird is it. For sure. Yeah, unless that is true. Like, translation is a bit tricky. Okay, I'm going to add the background now, and then we can most likely be done. go. Gonna add like sort of a this color. Let's take a look. Yeah, I like this vibe. This vibe is nice. Probably like a more chilly vibe. Add some like green color to it. Be like a little bit creepy. Doo-doom. There we go. There we go. Add some blood tear in her eye to make it look more creepy. I think I want to add something else. I want to add like, let's see here. Background may be a lot better. I can do something about that. 1 second. Tear ducts? Yep, I do use a sketchbook app. You are very correct on that. Let's see here. This is your first app that you use for digital drawing? Sketchbook? Yeah, Sketchbook is actually pretty nice for beginners. Procreate. I think I might try that out. That looks a little bit odd. Gonna add some stuff here. I use IBS. IBS is pretty good as well, but I think a lot of people use Clip Studio. But it's so expensive. So expensive. Well, it's not necessarily super expensive, but like I just don't want to pay money to do what I like to do. Like, it's already hard enough trying to sell what I like to do. So, I don't use Clip Studio. But Clip Studio is actually really good for webtoon artists. And like artists who like to do high quality work, I guess. Used to be a sketchbook app when they still own Autodesk. IPS is also good. Yeah. Sketchbook feels not the most advanced because you can't really kind of add brushes to it. If you want to add brushes, you're gonna have to pay money. It's like right here where you add brushes and then you can basically do these things. Premium bundle, advanced color tools, and just other stuff like that. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Definitely check it out. Just gonna make it darker because it looks a little bit too light, but yeah, you guys, I think it's coming to an end here. We're going to be ending it soon. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, thank you so much for stopping by, and hopefully you subscribe if you like the content, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single live stream. And yeah, thank you so much then again for stopping by and watching this live stream. I like using CSP because the UI is so complicated and so distracting. Yeah, those types of programs are really crazy. Like, it's kind of hard to figure out. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys then again so much for stopping by, and hopefully enjoyed seeing the drawing process. Thank you then again. And I usually stream on Saturdays and Sundays, but if I stream usually, like, if I suddenly stream on weekends, or not weekends, weekdays, then that means it's a bonus stream. But then again, turn on your notification bells to get that. And if you want to check the links down below, you can find my socials and my other art that I usually post or used to post. And we're going to be continuing the webtoons that I am making, which is Yuki's Endless Void. So definitely go check that out because it takes a lot of time. Okay, then again, thank you so much, and I'll